NASM is giving you free courses. That's right, free courses each month just for being part of the NASM family. Learn about everything ranging from nutrition to strength, weight loss to stress relief, and everything in between. Click the link in the bio for information and to claim your free course before they're gone.
You are listening to the NASM CPT podcast with Rick Ritchie, the official podcast of the National Academy of Sports Medicine.
Hey, y'all, and welcome to the NASM CPT podcast. My name is Rick Ritchie, and as of late, I've been trying to explore a few things. I've been trying to figure out what is the best way for me to deliver information and content to my clients. And so I have a way that I do it, and it works well for us, but I'm always trying to figure out if there's a better way to do it. And as I'm figuring this out, I realized that NASM has an app for that. And it's an app that allows you to program training for your clients. And I don't know a lot about it. I know it exists, but I also know that I had my way of doing things. And that was just something that I was kind of stuck in. And that's just how it was going to be. But as of late, we know that the world is a changing, and there's a learning curve that I have to get over. And this is one of the things that was challenging for me because I already know my system. So now it's time for me to explore something else. Now, as I started to do this, I wanted to reach out to some people at NASM who could actually help me share this information with you about NASM Edge. And it is an app that I'm going to let people who know a lot more about it explain it. So I've got two guests with me today, Ethan Abrams and Nolan Highland. Ethan is the VP of Product Innovation and Strategy. And we've got Nolan, who is our corporate wellness initiative here at NASM. So welcome, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being on the show with me today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Dude, so thanks for being here. And I want to start off with Ethan. Ethan, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do. And then Nolan, will go with you. And then we're going to get into figuring out what this app is.
Sure. Ethan Abrams, VP Product Innovation and Strategy at NASM. I joined NASM about 3 years ago. Came from a heavy tech background. Went on my own fitness journey, which is what got me real interested in fitness. And wanted to really help the industry that helped me. And so making that transition to NASM, I've been really focused on how do we improve our education? How do we improve how we deliver our courses? What are the things that we can do to actually help trainers post certification? And that's really one of the areas where NASM Edge comes in. So I'm really excited to talk about it and give as much information as possible.
Fantastic. All right, Nolan.
Hello, everyone. Nolan Highland. I have the distinct pleasure of being able to work with our great employees at NASM, directing all our wellness programs. So everything from classes, obviously doing a lot of remote stuff right now, but making programs via Edge, helping out with nutrition, all that good stuff. We know the great people at NASM. It's a pleasure to be able to work with them every day. It's a dream job for me, and I've been doing this for about 3 years with NASM.
All right, so you and Ethan started your roles about the same time then 3 years ago. Very cool. Ethan, tell me about this app. Like, what is the app? Why was it developed? And we got to figure out how is that going to help trainers and their clients.
Sure. So Edge was developed specifically to allow trainers to manage their clients' workouts. And it was started quite a few years back, well before, COVID kind of forced us all to work remote. But it was really intended to allow trainers to manage the workouts, create exercise programs, assign them to clients, assign them on days. Clients can actually go and see the videos and perform and mark them as complete, and trainers can follow up. Since its original creation, we've added to it significantly. So we've created a much more holistic approach to training through the app, so that it's not just focused on the exercises, which we take you all the way from warm up through cool down and beyond. We have exercises in the exercise library for helping clients after their cool down. They've got hyper ice and Therabody exercises in there. So, really making sure that we're taking care of the entire journey there. So other things that it can do is overhead squat assessment, helping trainers figure out which exercises to put in based on the assessment, nutrition, macronutrient calculation, the ability to also do performance assessments, being able to measurements. Really, from my own journey, I learned, right, it's not always just about seeing the weight change, right? Sometimes it's seeing that a bicep measurement has gone up, or seeing that body fat percentage has gone down. And so all of that is able to be tracked, and you can compare dates, photos. You can compare the photos, right? Sometimes seeing a photo from 3 months apart makes a really, really big difference, right, for a client. And then even beyond that, we have now included the ability to do scheduling, so online booking and payment processing, in-app video sessions. So this, of course, was a big one with everyone having to kind of be remote, but we added in. So now the ability to go ahead and have a session with a client via live video inside of the app. You don't have to worry about any other parts and pieces. All being able to be scheduled, paid for, all of that. And so you may decide that you've got some activities that you do with your clients in person, some that they do on their own, and some that are done together, but remotely. And the app altogether can handle that for you.
All right. So this is it's really starting to fascinate me. So I want you to go through from the very beginning. So let's say I've got somebody and I'm going to start them off on this app. I enter in their first, last name, their email address, and then it starts this process. So what is there now that I can do? So you mentioned that there are assessments, but what are the assessments? What are some of the things that are there that this app kind of takes me through? And does it just benchmark it for me, or does it actually provide some insight with that information?
So with the overhead squat assessment, which is, of course, a big item to help here, it will actually recommend exercises that you assign into your programs for your clients based on those results of the overhead squat assessment. For other assessments like performance assessments or measurements, those are benchmarks and comparisons that you can do over time.
Oh man. So I love this. Now that we get this started, I know that, Nolan, that you are using this for your clients, for the people at the wellness program at NASM. Can you just talk me through the learning curve? Because I think, as I started off the top of the show, I have my way that I do things, and I already know my way. And that makes it easy for me because I know what I'm saying. I teach it to my clients so they can kind of figure out what I'm saying. But a lot of times they look at what I write down and they go, I don't remember what this is. Right. So I know that there's some benefits of actually having that. The app, explain to the people what this is, the learning curve, and then explain why it's what that benefit is. Because I don't, if I'm just writing something down and I'm sending it to them versus them having it in the app, how are they supported by that in the app?
Right. And, it's funny, the timing of the app for me was great because, I always look at the silver lining in, when I was working with everyone in person, that's kind of what I was used to, right? Being in person, being able to make programs, classes, all that stuff. Then once the pandemic happened, I really started leaning heavy on the Edge app because I knew I still had to deliver programs to the employees, for my clients themselves, a lot that didn't feel comfortable training in person. And if you know me, everyone knows I'm not that great with apps or technology in particular. So for me to use this, I noticed right away it was very user friendly. Like Ethan was saying, when you input your new client, it kind of takes you right through the steps. So there's not a very big learning curve. If I could do it, you can definitely do it, that kind of thing. And it's been tremendous with everyone being at home, needing accountability. They still want their programs. I can send them, I can deliver. For some of my clients, for not NASM employees, but my clients, some of them do train in person and go out of town a lot. So it gives me that ability to be able to, okay, week 1, you're with me. This next week, just let me know what equipment you have available to you, where you're going to be, and I can make your entire program out of that. So it's been extremely helpful from that standpoint.
Nice. One of the things that I saw on there I thought was helpful is just taking me, it's just everything has a learning curve. So I'm figuring it out. I'm spending some time on it. But one of the things that makes it a lot more simple is that there's so many exercises in it, right? There's so many exercises, but you can select categories to limit the amount of exercises you see to a very specific area. And one of the examples that I thought was really cool is I got a guy that's traveling right now. So I thought, oh man, now that I'm having this conversation about the app, let me get this app set up. I started with a guy who left to go to Europe to work for a week or two. And I'm putting this stuff together on the app. And I was like, it's all body weight. Guess what? Click, there's a button, only body weight exercises show up. I was like, man, that is so helpful. So I'm not going through all of these exercises, dumbbell chest press, alternating arm, dumbbell chest press, barbell squat. Like now I can get to just the body weight stuff. How helpful has that been? And what are some of the categories that are there that makes it a little bit easier for you to pick out your exercises?
Yeah, so it's like you said, a lot of my clients, they're going to a different hotel gym. They travel a lot, so it's always a different spot. Hey, I'm going to go to this gym or this gym. So I like to have them kind of give me like a 360 video they send me of everything they have, and then customize it from there. And they really like that because they know that they're getting something specific for what they've been given. If they don't have that gym access, like you said, body weight, we're going to make it work. I tell them I need a 6x6 space, and I'm going to give you an entire workout. So anything we have after that is bonus. And it's, from that standpoint, it's great. You can add on to whatever you have.
I wish some of the trainers at my gyms could learn how to work in a 6x6 space.
You gotta be moving.
Yeah, there's a handful of different kind of filters, right? As you mentioned, right? Yes. So there's the fitness component, right? Body weight is one of them, but balance, cardio, resistance, recovery, right? And so forth. But also by body region. So you can do it by arms, backs, chest, lower body, and so forth. And then also the source. And so NASM, we're very much to working with the community. And that's, for instance, why we have a bunch of partner exercises included in our library. So TRX, USA weightlifting, and I mentioned Hyperice and Therabody for recovery exercises are all in there. So you can also filter by those. One of the other things that you can filter by is the NASM exercises or your exercises. So you have the ability to actually
talk me through that.
Your own exercises. So let's say that there's an exercise in the library that we don't have. I mean, we've got over 1,000 in there, right? But there's hundreds of thousands of exercises that you could come up with. But maybe there's one specifically that you'd like to do with a client. Well, you can go ahead and record yourself performing that exercise, upload it, and then assign it to your clients. So you can go ahead and filter by those so that you're more easily able to find just the exercises that you've uploaded.
Interesting. So Ethan, do those go up for everybody using the app to see, or is that just loaded into my library?
Those are just for you.
Okay,
for you and your clients only. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking to Ethan Abrams, who is the VP of Product Innovation and Strategy. And we've got Nolan Highland, who is in charge of the corporate wellness program over at NASM. I'm talking to him about the NASM Edge app. And it's a great app. It's something that I have loaded up on my phone. And I'm just going to get a little show right here for those of you can see. I've got some of my clients loaded on there. and I just kind of click on them, and it gives me a calendar and then a plus sign. And it says, basically the plus sign is saying, what do you want to do today? And it asks 3 things. And I'll let whoever wants to take this. It says exercise, workouts, and programs. Explain to me the differences in those and how they feed into each other, please.
Yeah, so I'll answer how the app sees them, right? So exercises are the basic units of the workout. So you create workouts by adding exercises into them, and you can assign a whole bunch of variables on every single exercise. So whether it's number of sets or reps or weights, or if it's a cardio exercise, we've got cardio exercises in there also. You may want to specify distance or areas along those lines. But you build your workouts out of exercise, and then you assign your workouts to programs. And originally, when we first came out with the app, you could only assign programs to your clients, which meant you had to go through the process of creating your workouts and your programs. What we found is, to get started faster, sometimes you don't want to spend all of that effort right away. So we modified the app so you can actually assign programs, workouts, or even individual exercises directly to a client to just get started faster, and then build yourself up to building your library of workout templates and program templates.
I love that. And let me explain one of the things I like about that so much is that putting together these workouts, right? So then I say, this is a really good workout. That workout is going to go into this program. And so I can put a program together with a bunch of workouts, and then I can assign it so that I'm delivering 2 sessions a week to somebody, 3 sessions a week to somebody. It could be virtual. These are the 3 days a week virtual training that I want you to do. And we put together a 6-week program. And what you can do, if I'm not mistaken, can you let me know? But let's say I'm going to put together Rick Ritchie's 6-week workout program that you can sign up for. I can actually sell that on the app as the program. Is that correct?
So what you can do is you can set up services, including membership type of services that you charge for. So somebody you can charge somebody for, let's say you make a service of a one-on-one session, right? So, or a group session, right? And you can sell those in packages with discounts and all of that great functionality. But you can also, sell a more generic, monthly or yearly membership. And then you can, as a trainer, assign the workouts to them. So you still, as a trainer, have full control over what your clients are being asked to do, as opposed to, being able to give a client access to a whole wide range of things that they don't necessarily know what they're supposed to do, right? And so they're going to guess and pick, I'm going to do this one today and that one today. But you, as their trainer, may realize, and you certainly understand what is best for them. And so Edge is still very much about allowing the trainer to truly manage the exercise routine and the programs for their clients.
Nice. And I have a guy that's got some low back issues. And so I have a series of exercises. And at this point, this is just, a client I've been working with for a while, but he's got a series of exercises that we know he's going to do. That's his daily practice. That's just what he has to do. So what I can do also in the Edge app is I don't have to put in an hour-long program. I can actually put in those exercises into the app. And so now I've got his 5 to 10 minute get up in the morning and take care of your spinal health program that I want you to do daily. And I can load that in, and they're just little short programs. And then for the days that I see them, I put the workouts together. Then I can develop a much more robust exercise workout for this client. So I think it's cool that it's not just, you have, I put together a 10-minute workout for them, and then there's nothing going. You still have 50 minutes of content you need to fill out, right? So I can decide what I'm going to do. I also know a lot of trainers out there do 30-minute workouts with their clients. Some people do 90 minutes, and none of it matters. You can put into a workout the length of the workout that you want it to be.
Right. Yeah, the length, the exercises, and your client will use the app also. This is not just a trainer app. It's
Right.
also intended for the client. So your client will go and download the app and they will see what's been assigned to them on which days, and they will be able to mark items as complete. And you as a trainer then get to follow and see, oh, look, over this last week, they've completed every exercise, every workout, or looks like they've missed 3 of them this week. I'm going to go ahead and chat with them, right? We have in-app chat. So inside of the app, you can chat and communicate. You can send images and videos and so forth if you want, files back and forth with your client. So you can be like, hey, I've noticed, you've missed the last 3 workouts. You haven't really completed them. Anything I can help with, anything along those lines. So even the workouts, Rick, that you mentioned, right, the longer ones, you can still put those in the app, even though you're going to do those with the client in person. You can still use the app to help make sure that you're tracking that they were complete. So now you've got the ones they were doing on their own and the ones you're doing with them all in one spot being tracked.
Man, so right now we've gone through some of the things that are going on there. I can do in-chat video conferencing. I can do a chat with them within the app. They can pay for their training sessions within the app. They can buy a member. So even if they're not using the app for one-on-one sessions, if they need a credit card and they want to buy sessions, you can just sell it to them through the app. Mm-hmm. We have the ability to put in how many clients. So talk me through that as well. I can do this, but let's say I've got a pretty heavy book. Do I have to pay for individual clients to be on it?
So once you are paying for the app, it is unlimited clients. If you are just using kind of the free version, it is limited to 1 client. But once you're paying unlimited, whether you have 3 or 500, same price.
Okay. So now that really shows some value in the online training, because I'm not doing that many with face-to-face, but I can put together a bunch of programs, or I can put together a program like I said, the Rick Richey cardio special. And this is something that the metabolic burn, and I can sell my metabolic burn program. And let's say it's a 6-week program, and I can put in how many days a week I want people to do this series of exercises. On your days off, I might even give a few recovery exercises, because I noticed there's the recovery component that's in there. So I add recovery content. I put it in for a 6-week program for $100 a week. And I can sell my 600-week Rick Richey metabolic burn program for $600 right through the app.
Right. Yeah. And that's the beauty of it, is you build that program once, you can assign it out to as many clients as you'd like. You're kind of building that template. What's also really nice is, let's say you do have a client that needs something just slightly different related to this program. Well, you can still assign the program based on your template and then tweak it for that individual client. So all the heavy lifting was already done once when you built that program template.
Yeah, something else I noticed too, and this is how I've started to put in my circuits. Nolan, let me know how you do it after I kind of do this. But I went through and I was like, I know I'm going to run, I'm going to try to get 4 circuits in here, and I want the 4 circuits to be slightly different. So for me, I went through, and this is for my body weight exercise guy, and I was like, all right, so I want to do body weight, and I want it to be a total body workout. So I do my filters, I click body weight, total body exercise, and then I put 4 of them in there. And then I go and I get to body weight chest, and I put 4 of them in there. Body weight back, I put 4 of them in there. And then what I could do is then I can then shift them. So I just say, okay, well, now I'm going to keep the body weight exercise there. There were 4 of them, but now I'm going to pull up a chest exercise, a back exercise in between the first and second body weight exercise. So now I've got body weight, chest, back. And then on the very last one, I put a rest. And then after that rest, I'll start the next body weight exercise. I move up. I can just push the button and slide it. So it goes body weight, and then I move the back exercise. And so now I have 4 different versions of this where I can make them progressive in nature from one circuit to the next. I thought that was pretty intuitive. In fact, I accidentally did it. I was like, man, I wish I could just move that. Oh, I can.
Oh, look at that.
I did. So how does the programming work for you? What are some of the cool things that you do that makes this in some ways simple for you, but probably more importantly, it simplifies things for the user on the other end?
Absolutely. And when you were talking about moving within your workout, I do that similarly as well. You can save your template or let's say you make a workout. I really like this one. I want to be able to modify it slightly for the next client because I know I'm going to have someone similar to the last program I just made. You can go in, make a couple changes rather than have to restart the program or the workout every single time. And that's beneficial, especially like if you know you're going to kind of group your clients together. Like, okay, for instance, I'm going to have all my athletes first. I know the warm-up will be kind of similar, but later on in the workout, we'll have some similar moves, but some different. You can kind of start with one template. Athlete 1, make their workout, start again with that same template, athlete 2. So from that standpoint, very user-friendly as opposed to having to restart every single workout every single time.
So you're saying I'll save a template the way that I like a workout. I've saved, I can save it.
Yes.
Okay. So can I copy that template and then kind of have it be a second one, and then I can make my modifications? So let's say, for instance, because this happens quite a bit with some people, is that this is a great workout, except I have several clients that cannot or should not be doing overhead things because there's something going on with the shoulder. I want that workout. I want to basically copy and paste it, but then change some of the exercises in there. Is that possible?
Yeah. So good question. So basically, whatever you saved your workout as, so let's say it's whatever, full body weight workout.
Yeah.
You can go back in. You want to keep basically the same workout, except for take out a couple. You can just delete those exercises and add in whatever you want. Correct.
Okay. So with that being said, does it delete that template? Does that template change forever?
So then you can save that as a new workout, I believe.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. That's what I was asking. That's what I'm trying to get to.
You got two different options there. One is you can make a copy of an existing workout or program and modify the new one as however you'd like, right? Or if it's just specific to one client, when you assign the workout or the program to that client, it is in essence a copy of your original template. And so now you can modify it for just that one client without affecting your core template. So you have kind of two options depending on, hey, is this something I'm going to use often? So I just want another copy that's slightly changed. Or is this something that I'm really only going to change when it's very specific to a single client? So I'll just modify it for that client.
My goodness. So I like this too, because I know I'm going to be in the gym sometimes, Ethan. Nolan, for sure, you'll know this. You're in a gym and, the best laid plans. So everything's laid out. I'm trying to figure out what to do. And then something's not available. The environment does not allow for it. Somebody's using a piece of equipment that I'm planning on using, or somebody is in a space that I need that alters my pre-planned program. With that being said, I can just quickly alter that inside the app and put something new in, with just like a quick little breeze through. What do I want to do? And say it's a core exercise, so you can filter real quickly for core. And it's a body weight exercise, so you can filter real quickly for body weight. And then you have a list of exercises that come up. And then this is what I found kind of cool, Nolan, is that as I'm looking through, I might be looking for an exercise and see another one and be like, no, that one. that's the one I want.
Happens all the time.
Yeah. Talk me through this kind of experience as you're continuing to work with clients, because just talking to you guys right now about it's making me want to get back on this app and start trying to figure out more stuff so I can start really implementing it.
Yeah, for me, emphasizing the interactive part is huge, because I know before Edge, I would basically just text my clients a workout.
Yeah.
I knew they wouldn't know some of the names, so I'd have to send them a picture. And then how do I know if they did the workout, right? I mean, hey, you have to check up with them every time. Hey, how was that workout? Or, now I can go in on the Edge app and see, okay, check mark here. They did this, and then they can offer feedback as well, which is, for me, I love being able to see my clients in person, make sure they're doing everything correctly, make sure, it was a successful session. And now I feel like I have that ability, even though they're not right in front of me, we can still interact, make sure everything's going great for them.
Now, when you program this, are you putting in daily programs for people? Are you doing, 3 4 days a week? How are you setting it up oftentimes?
It totally depends. With a lot of the employees at NASM, before you were talking about low back pain, we know that around 40% of the workforce is going to have some kind of low back stiffness or pain. So a lot of my clients are actually just employees of NASM that want me to help them with basically back stiffness, right? Low back. So foam rolling and static stretches, whatever they need based on the overhead squat, based on kind of some other movement assessments. Some of them will do that 3 times a week. Some of my clients will only use Edge maybe once a month when I know they're going to go out of town. So it really depends. I mean, this can be as frequent as you need depending on your client's needs.
Man, very cool. Very good. Is it challenging being the corporate wellness person at NASM where you're training people and they're like, actually, I think.
No, because they never say that. And you know what? If they did, that's okay. We're all learning.
Very cool. What else do I need to know? What else do our listeners need to know about this app? I think that, we deliver this to clients. Clients can click whether or not they've completed the workout. You can put in however many workouts that you want throughout the week. You can put up, a 3-week program. You can put up, the holiday blast program, and you can develop that out, and you can get, blast that out on social media, direct them over to you send them a link in the app to sign up. When they sign up, they can pay for this program in the app. Here's the holiday blast in the app. And they go, oh, I like that. They click on that. They pay for it through the app. How do I get that money?
So you actually set up, you connect with a Stripe account. You set up your Stripe account, and then every payment is going directly into your account. It actually doesn't come to NASM. NASM does not take any cut. There are, some out there that take a certain percentage or a percentage and a per transaction fee and so forth. That's not our business model. We want you to succeed, and we want you to get as many clients moving and active as possible. So any payments that you are getting from your clients is going directly into your account through Stripe.
Very good. So that Stripe account, you get to just get the Stripe account set up. So when it goes to your Stripe account, it can be sent into whatever.
And you do that right within the app also. So you're not having to go anywhere else to go figure out, oh my gosh, what is this thing called Stripe? How do I deal with it? Inside of the app, when you go to set up the pro business features and services, you'll be walked through setting up your Stripe account. Super simple, super straightforward.
That's pretty amazing. I went to set up my Stripe account, and then when I did, they were like, "You already have an account." I was like, "I don't remember doing this, but I've done that before." So I just had to figure out what my login was, and then boom, immediately now I'm set up. So it seems to be working pretty well. It's such a smart concept that allows us to train far beyond the one-on-one, but also allows us to train one-on-one with our clients. So let's get to the brass tacks here. What are the current fees? So just so everybody knows, we're in mid-November 2021. So if you're listening to this 3 years from now, this may not hold up. But currently, where are we at with how much the app cost for us to utilize?
Sure. So there's 3 levels. The first one is free, and that's the one that is limited to a single client, but costs $0. And that gives you all of the functionality that is available within the Trainer Plus subscription level. So the Trainer Plus subscription level is $19.99 a month, or $199 a year. So you save about 2 months there if you pay up front for the year, and that is unlimited clients with all of our Trainer Plus functionality. The Trainer Pro subscription level is $34.99 a month or $349 a year. Again, saves you about 2 months worth of fees there, of cost. And that level is what includes, the Pro level is what includes the scheduling functionality, the payment functionality, the in-app video sessions, which also support group participants. So you can actually set up a group video session and do that right in the app. Cool. And see multiple clients all at once. That's the core of the Pro level. In-app chat, so just the ability to chat, setting goals, all of the workouts and programs is all included in the Trainer Plus level. So there's a phenomenal amount of functionality just in the base level, if you will, the Trainer Plus level.
Something else that I find interesting, and this I thought was interesting because it has zero to do with training clients, but it has to do with like keeping sharp with your NASM content. Like just how do I stay sharp as a trainer? So within the app, if you go to the account area, pop up flashcards. So you can do flashcards on basic and applied sciences, on assessments, on program design. There's exercise technique and training instruction, client relations, behavior coaching, professional development and responsibility. So there's 6 topics. You just click on it and you can do flashcards. So I just clicked on assessment and there's 1 card right there and 62 more to go. Not only that, that's for CPT 6, there's for CPT 7 as well. And then there are exam questions. So if you want to test your knowledge beyond just the flashcards, you want to have your ABCD options, then you can go to your CPT 6 or CPT 7 and do the exact same thing. You can do practice exam questions on the app. Why did you add practice exam questions and flashcards into an app that's supposed to be able to help me train my clients?
So there's a couple of reasons. One is that's part of our, it's a one-time purchase for $16.99 for the CPT exam prep. And that's what gives you all the flashcards and those exam questions. And the reason that it's actually part of the Edge app is we didn't want you to necessarily have a whole bunch of apps from us. What we also wanted to do is as somebody who is training to become a CPT, man, wouldn't it be nice if when I got my CPT, I was already familiar with an app that allowed me now manage my clients instead of now going, woohoo, I'm a CPT. Now what do I do? So by having the app that allows you to do all of your prep to earn your CPT in the same app that while you're doing that, you can be playing around with that one client that you get for free. Playing around, getting familiar, testing out different scenarios for overhead squat assessment, for instance. Now, as somebody who's making this change or moving forward with becoming a trainer, once you get a CPT, you've earned your CPT, you're not just wondering, what do I do next? You are already familiar with a tool that can allow you to succeed.
Brilliant. I love it. I think it's such a great idea. And I'm looking forward to really digging into this because like I said, I've been set in my ways. I have my way of doing things, but stepping over that learning curve to say, all right, well, this is going to take me some time to figure out, okay, how do I put together the program? And, it's not a steep learning curve. It's just different from what I currently do. But the functionality seems amazing and it allows me to do far, far more than I would be able to do with just me writing out programs and then adding that into my calendar of events with people and uploading that to them so they have access to it. And when they look at half the stuff in there, they're like, I don't know what when you say single leg frontal plane reach, I don't know what that means, because frontal for a lot of people isn't frontal to our world. So things just don't make sense. Sometimes I'll give them exercises and nobody, a floor bridge, a cat cow, whatever. Like, they may know what it is, they may not. Now they not only see a picture of it, but they can click on a video and watch somebody do it. And then they go, oh, okay, that. And then they can jump in and do their workout. So with that said, I love the idea. I can set up my exercises, put them into a workout. I can put my workouts into a program. I can design a program that lasts for however long I plan on working with this client, and just fill it out with a bunch of workouts that go in specific to that client on certain days for them to explore. So they can mark it complete. They can say that they've done it, get back to me. And, we can alter those programs too. So if they're like a guy I have coming in today just rolled his ankle or something, I can't remember what it was. And he was like, hey, I'm not sure I can come in today. And I was like, if you want to come in, let's come in. We'll avoid things that are going on with the ankle. But with the app, now I just have to go through and alter what's in there so that I take out some of the things that he would be doing. So those rear foot elevated lunges are no longer on the table. I can take that out of the program, put something else in there real quick. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Any way that if you have people have questions, they want to find out more about the app and whether it's right for them, they want to make sure that they're making the right choices. This is a financial investment on their part, so I can understand some of the trepidation that they may have. If they have questions, who do they reach out to?
So they can reach out directly to NASM. Our member services team is happy to help. They can also go to nasm.org/edge and learn a lot more about it, even sign up from there. They can go into the Apple or Google stores, find out more from there, doing a search for NASM Edge and signing up from there. One thing we also have is you can go to the web version of the app for trainers. So a lot of times, right, we all don't want to be sitting on our little phone, no matter how big these phones are getting. Sometimes you want to just sit in front of your computer. So there is a web version of this app for trainers that also allows for drag and drop and all of that fun stuff. And that you can also access by going to edge.nasm.org, and you can then learn more and sign up through there also. But again, calling member services is always great. Going to nasm.org/edge. We'll also provide tons and tons of information, pricing, FAQs, and so forth.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. That is Ethan Abrams. And then Nolan, we've got you here. If people have questions for you or they want you to train them from distance, how can they reach out to you, follow you on Instagram, anything like that?
Yeah, feel free to email me, nolan.hyland, HYLAND, @nasm.org. Instagram @Roland Nolan Hyland, LLIN Roland Nolan Hyland. But yeah, let me know, guys.
Excellent. All right, guys. So this is Ethan Abrams, VP of Product and Innovation Strategy, and we've got Nolan Hyland, who is in charge of the corporate wellness program at NASM. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to try to get back to you guys on this and let you know how it goes, because I'm learning about it. I'm starting to figure it out. I'm starting to implement it. So if you're interested in reaching out to me to learn more about it as I'm trying to figure it out, or to do some kind of distance something, then I'll get you signed up under my program. I'll put some programs in there for you, see if I can figure that out. So you can reach out to me, rick.ritchie@nasm.org, or I'm on Instagram, where I'm most active in social, which is @dr.rickritchie. Thank you so much for listening. This has been the NASM CPT Podcast.